So it should be interesting.
All right.
Yeah, so I have the stream open on a different window, and so far so good. Let's see. Yeah, so we're starting the first game now. There's a delay of 2 minutes, just keep in mind. And also, apologies for the slight delay. We were just, working on finalizing some setup, some streaming setup.
So RTX, you probably want to turn notification sounds off on your Discord settings. Those are, I think, popping into the audio.
Notification sound. Yeah, that's going to be annoying.
You should have streamer mode. That's what.
Yeah, it's just I
Or
don't
this is
wanna,
other notifications.
Yeah, I just don't want to move away from the screen, just in case. Let me just close this one.
All right.
Because then it might mess
Talking
with
about the
video.
game and Crystallized Plains, so I hope you have a game already going. So on Crystallized Plains, I expect all players basically to start metal on the big mechs and start with the most likely core bots.
Yeah.
I think CJ, I saw maybe making a mistake of assuming the one mix, but I think he's smart enough to actually check the values. I think.
Yeah. So he probably hasn't seen this map before. I've seen a few games on this map. I think another advantage starting at that 5 is actually that it's just so super safe from raids because you get that. Like 50% is already covered by a hill that you can't get over. You can put radar on top of that hill, and so makes it nice and safe. And the one mech starts worth 5.0 versus 4.6, so building one mech is a lot more efficient, easily protected,
and also I want to pay attention to the pretty high wind. So what you will have one mechs directly into a lot of wind, and that basically allows you to pump the grunts. And with the grunts, you essentially want to, you can double expand is pretty hard, and you'll generally want to go maybe because there's 3 paths of expansion. You want to take 2, and with the big grunt numbers, you want to prevent your opponent from doing the 3 expansion paths. So let's see how both players do. I think this is pretty infantry heavy map. You can transition into the vehicles, but it's still pretty hard. I don't see games going much into really heavy all-ins, as the map is pretty big.
So both players dropping a solar first, and CJ had a second one in the queue, but it looks like the wind's going up, so I'd expect to see...
Oh, the wind average on 13.4. I don't think solar's really, really good. I'm really shocked because there's actually not that much to make, especially with the SHOX going on the second solar. I would assume every time I've seen Goopy and Ragnar play it, and I watched maybe 5 to 6 matches, it was how much windmills can you make? It's either you make more grunts or either you make more wind and just pump, and then try to get a constructor out. So SHOX going for really conservative LDLT in a back. It's good for radar positioning, but it still finds. And same does with the CJ. It's they're. I feel they're trolling us, going solar on 13.4.
I know. What's going on here? Well, I mean, SHOX is building up some wind now. I think I kind of you look at his Sim City. He positioned his mechs and his solars to keep the mechs safe from raids, and then
I've seen this actually being done.
Otherwise, you could put wind inside and then surround it with solar. That would be a little bit more.
Sure.
So, CJ is gonna make it to start to make the first mixes, and SHOX is gonna challenge it with a couple grunts. So you can clearly see that the SHOX is scouting 2 different side positions, making sure where did CJ actually expand to which side. SHOX is gonna take with his own commander, which I feel really, really interesting as well.
Yeah.
You think it'd be better if he just stayed and pumped units out with his commander?
Yeah, I think so. Or get a nano first. Or I would maybe go to the mid because I think if you push your commander mid and take the expansions there, you can you put radars up and all that good stuff, kind of like CJ did.
Yeah, I mean, he's headed that way next. I feel like I agree. I mean, like expanding towards the geo. I mean, that's a pretty nice juicy geo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
like,
if you see, like, the SHOX is now gonna walk, and CJ already has his middle mix is done. So all this
Right.
time while SHOX is walking and building, he's gonna be behind like 5 metal per second.
yeah, that's true.
Both players are pretty conservative playing. Maybe Goopy's Wrangler styles are pretty different, but they would expand to 2 sides at the same time while trying to control the pressure.
CJ missing a little bit of unit production out of his lab for a few seconds there at least.
Yeah. I think given rather high wind and not taking solars, you could go pretty early nanos as well here, especially with Commander. Like, helping to boost, because wind is high.
Yeah, I think if you got enough wins. You know, have you tried opening with early energy storage before lab much? I feel like this map might be a little bit too small for it because your lab is kind of late. But
Yeah, I think you need like grunts, and you need to like. I think it's good at some point, but expanding to the slew sides, you just need like production for either more grunts or either more cons or stuff like that. There's not like time to really chill in that sense, and if the map isn't easily securable, you cannot like lock it really efficiently, so the energy storage can kind of bite you.
yeah. So SHOX sending a raid around the left side. I think he's predicting that the constructor would have already arrived at those 2 mexes.
Yeah, he's gonna be disappointed. But I think he will just come back and then maybe come to these 2 mexes.
I mean, 4 grunts should be able to take out the LLT and the constructor.
Ooh.
If microed well, yeah.
Finish exploiter.
Let me know if the music is. Oh wait, that's gonna.
CJ going pretty scary.
Yeah.
I don't know about, but he doesn't lose all that much HP.
Yeah, this
And
might
actually-
be. This might be a GG, but
No, I
it's,
think it could be
well,
GG another way with the laser.
Yeah.
down.
Now
yeah.
that SHOX has got more grunts on the field than CJ, he
Yeah.
should be able to
And laser.
That seems
snipe
GG.
Commander. Yep.
yeah, GG.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really easy in 1v1 to lose your commander if he starts lasering you down and he has a couple of units. You need to really be able to dance well. So I think taking damage with the LLT, and you're not getting any position. You do not have any like skirmish. It's pretty hard because he can turn around and laser you down if you don't hit D guns on his units and you don't have your own units there. It can turn into flop into the other side pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All right.